Hey, folks, we're here to give you a little message, a little PSA. That's Mark and I, will be at the Gramercy Theater right here in New York City, baby.
You got that right. Live episode. What is this, the 10th one we've done?
Something like that.
Big guests, tons of zingers. Come on out. It's going to be a hot humdinger, and it's going to sell out, so get those tickets quick.
Tuesday, March 5th. That's 7 days, 8 days from now, a week from today, whatever it is.
Yeehaw.
March 5th, Gramercy Theater. These are always a blast. And come on out, and we'll mic the audience this time. We got some fun guests. It's always one of the best nights of our year. Oh yeah, if they let us.
And if you hate the live ones, still watch it and then trash us in the comments like you always do.
Yeah, come out to the show, get yourself a ticket, go do it right now, have fun. We got a hot episode coming right in your ass.
Put it in my dick. Thank you.
That was a good fart noise. Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Whoa! We're back on the couch, baby. It's like Friends.
Yeah.
Or Snick.
By the way, speaking of Friends, I hate to jump right in it, but
Please, jump in my ass.
How do you feel about Brian Holtzman?
Oh, he's funny.
I mean,
Jokes.
He
Great
might
jokes.
be my favorite comedian of all time. I just watched him 9 nights in a row, but he's talking about, I mean, I don't want to give his material away here, but he does the thing that I love when, and we do it on the show here, but when you just
give it away now.
get something wrong on purpose, he goes, that show, I hate that show. We'll be there for, fuck you. And he does the whole thing, but he just kept singing, we'll be there for you, which is just slightly off.
Right, I'll be there.
I'll be there. And he's
Rembrandts.
That guy makes me fucking belly laugh, like scream laugh.
He's an old school kind of character. Is that a real guy? Is that a hobo? Is that a mental patient? I can't figure out who he is. I feel like they don't have that anymore. Now it's Matt Rife up there with great arms or some cute guy. He's a wackadoodle.
He's really wacky, and he's much different off stage. Of course, he's like it's like he works there as a host. He's like, it's funny because I say work there as a host makes it sound like comedy. I mean like a hostess. Like he's like cleaning up trash behind me. He's like, you need a water? He's like, hand me a water. He's like, it's good to have you here.
Wow.
I mean, he's not scrubbing table. I mean, like as a friend to another comic. I don't want to make it seem like he's mopping up the floors for stage time.
That's what I took it as a slave.
No, I'm like in the back, and he's like, oh, it's good to have you. He's like, we got cigars. I know you like cigars. Someone left these. And he's like opening the box. He's like, there's a lighter over there. He's like, they got Liquid Death. You want Liquid Death?
Oh, great.
And he couldn't be sweeter. I was showing him pictures of the baby, and he's like, oh, wow, that's a good baby. And then he's up on stage, and he's like, coming out of a baby's nostril, and Chandler, I'm glad he drowned, all this stuff, and
yeah, you just want to take him and put him in like the most offended room in America and go, deal with this. This guy says the darkest shit on the planet, and he's 68 years old.
And he's hilarious, and
hilarious.
Also, I watched him. I got so much Austin stuff because I was just there for a fucking month, but I was in the back of the room watching him Thursday night, and he's murdering, and I'm on the floor laughing. I mean, like Def Comedy Jam audience member. I'm like slapping people as they walk by. I'm fingering Feehan. I'm high-fiving Egit.
Let me smell that.
I kissed.
All right.
You don't have to get too close. I'm giving Rogan a piggyback. Whatever. I'm loving it. Then the next night, I was like, we were back there, but watching from the green room where they have the feed.
Oh, the feed.
But the audience isn't mic'd. I like that.
Okay.
Bite the hand that feed hands you.
Aha, now we're cooking.
The audience isn't mic'd. So in the green room, we're listening to just the sound of him. And we're all dying laughing. And then he comes back and he's like raging. It's like DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh.
He's kicking the mirror and knocking stuff over. He's like, fuck these fucking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it sounded like you were killing. And he's like, fuck you, whatever. And then Egit was like, oh, he just ate shit. He's like, they hated him in there. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
But it's funny. He's a performer that you can't even tell because he's just doing the same thing no matter what the audience is doing.
Right. Oh, that's tough because usually when you say that, you're trying to be nice.
Right.
Hey, it seemed like it was going great, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, when that guy threw a tomato at you, I thought he liked you. But you meant it. You were like, no, it seemed like you were killing because we were dying in the green room.
Yeah, and you have no idea that it's not going well, which I had wished I had run in there because I would have rather. You almost want to watch him when it's not going well.
Sure, because he says some wild shit. He's so funny and original. That Mothership, I know everybody wants to. They go there, they go, oh, what's this really all about? Is it all hype? It really lives up to it. It is a hot room.
And I was saying this all weekend. I think people think of the Mothership as this Rogan sphere or whatever the hell you call it.
Yes,
and it's like Jordan Peterson doing coke off of Elon's asshole and Tony Hinchcliffe is saying potty words or whatever.
Sure. Stomping on an Asian flag.
Yeah, like some kind of whatever alpha conservative thing. But I watched the Thursday show at Little Boy. It's like an alt club over there.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's a bunch of really silly, wacky, hilarious people.
Yeah.
Who are doing silly things with the curtain and they're running around all It looks like the Comedy Studio in Cambridge. So it's not some crazy, we'll beat you up if you don't
no.
fight UFC or whatever.
Well, that's how everything tends to be. You know, it's like the internet gives it this brand, whether it's real or not, and then you meet the person, you're like, you're nothing like this.
Yeah.
That's what the internet does. They put a mislabel on everything, and then you actually go and see it for yourself, and you're like, hey, this is a great club, and it's a nice, and it's very, talk about open-minded and inclusive.
Oh, yeah.
It's got everything in there, because other clubs wouldn't have a conservative-y alpha type, but they will, and they'll have the wacky hipster cum guzzler.
It's a real community over there, and by the way, tell me about it. Every person I meet in a meet and greet's like, I thought you were 5'8", I thought you were 4'6".
Yes, exactly.
I'm 7'1", for God's sakes. I'm all cock and legs.
I'm in a wheelchair. I just jump out of it to get the pod going.
But
so, yeah.
Any farts.
Good club, good times, and Austin though, doesn't it feel exciting going in there? Like the club is shiny and new, and there's curtains and neon lights and glasses clinking and cute waitresses. It feels like an LA thing. Remember when you went to LA back in the day? You were so excited.
Yes.
It has that feeling.
It's very special and exciting. I mean, don't set foot on the sidewalk, you'll get killed.
That's true.
But I just love it. And then I was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I feel like I fucking live in that place now.
Wow, that's a long Austin.
There 6 nights in a row.
Jeez,
and
you got
then
cowboy boots and a tramp stamp?
Oh, I cut my dick off and shoved it in my ass, which has nothing to do with Texas. I just wanted to do that always. But no, it's fucking awesome. And they're so kind to you, and you get to know the cops and all the crazies and the fun people. And I don't know what else to say, but it's fucking. Oh, I'm going to say a bunch more because I have all these stories.
Well,
but it was awesome.
I feel like Austin, too, as a Southern queef myself, and Boston, don't you feel like with the internet and with everybody being a transplant or a trans man or whatever it is, every place has lost its reputation a little. Like you first time I went to Boston was like, hey, park the car, bap, 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 and that was my wife. But now you go to Boston, everybody just sounds normal. And I feel like you go to the South, and it used to be like, hee haw 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 haw, where's my sister? I'm gonna fuck her mouth, and she has no teeth. And now it's just everybody's normal because we're all mixing and mingling.
I think so, but I think on the skirts, you got to go to the outskirts.
Oh,
You're
skirts
at the inskirts.
You
got to go to the outskirts.
Upskirt.
Outskirts is different. Oh, I love an upskirt.
Oh, yeah.
The
never read inskirts. It's all outskirts. What about the in?
I don't know.
All right. I guess that's just a skirt.
Yeah, in the skirt, out the skirt. Skirt Cobain. But yeah, I think the outskirts are still like that because that's the weird thing about Austin is, it feels like Keep Austin Weird. Which, by the way, I saw a Keep Austin Weird sign in the Delta Lounge bathroom. You're like, who's keeping it weird in the lounge? Don't keep the lounge weird.
No, this is upscale,
Yeah,
folks.
I want salmon with jizz on it here.
Yeah.
That's not weird. That's normal.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there's still, you're walking around Austin and you see the people with the shit in their face.
Same with jizz. That's what I call Kerryn. Okay, sorry.
All that stuff. But then also you got the guy with the truck with the 4 feet in between the top of the wheel and the thing.
Yes, the wheel top.
And the fucking and he's got fucking I love my truck.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's rednecks and homos. I don't know. It's all whacked out.
That's a bad band. Rednecks and Homos next on Channel 4. But yeah, I'm with you. I guess if you're a redneck homo, you pull yourself by your truck. All right.
I only half get it, but it sounds
Well,
good.
they pulled a gay guy by a pickup truck.
I
That
see.
was like a Texas-
drag.
What did I say?
Pull.
I should have said drag.
Because truck pull, I'm thinking a tractor pull. They're
drag
pulling
is
the boat,
better.
the jet ski. I never hit start
Let me
on this.
take it again. That's like if you're a gay guy, gay redneck, you got to pull. Oh, shit.
Damn it, you like pull.
I like pull.
Bill
my-
Pullman.
Oh, shit. Pulitzer Prize. All right. If you
Nice
like.
pull.
Okay, don't push. Hey, if you're a gay redneck, you got to be dragged by your own truck. All right.
That's pretty good.
Cut it in.
That's good.
Not good enough to repeat.
Good stuff. No, few things are.
Repeat Davidson.
But I don't know. I'm all fucked up. By the way, I woke up at 4 a.m. I got so many Austin-y things I can just throw
I
at you
can't
one
wait.
at a time.
I'm going in a week, so I'm excited to hear.
Are you doing the mothership?
I'm doing the Mother. I'm doing the Paramount. I'm doing Lauren Compton's tits. I'm doing Danny Brown. I'm doing Tom Segura. Maybe I'll bump into Shane's dick.
Wow. Are you guys doing the thing? The Protect?
No, we're doing that in like a month.
Oh, geez.
So this is just a pop in for a day, do all these pods with the Paramount, and pop out.
Here's another Austin lie, sort of. Because we were talking about it before we got on here. Everyone wants you to move to Austin. They go, it's no traffic. There's never
Yeah.
been any traffic. It takes 6 minutes to get to the airport. They also do this thing. It's in the middle of the country, so you're close to everything. But you're like, well, no, it's at the bottom of the country.
Oh, very
So
bottom.
I'm further from D.C., Baltimore, Cleveland,
Philly.
Cincinnati, Indianapolis, New
Philly,
York.
Rhode Island.
Yeah. It's like, I guess you're closer to, and then Seattle's still a fucking haul.
Oh, big haul.
You know,
U-Haul.
Minneapolis is a haul. So I think Minneapolis would be a shorter flight from New York, certainly a shorter flight back. So you're not actually a short flight to anything.
Yeah. When you say middle, you think like, oh, I'm half equidistant to L.A., New York, but it's actually, there's nuance.
Yeah, it's not Nashville or, Cincinnati, which are like close to all these places. You're still
Sure.
quite far from most markets. That's the thing about New York as a comedian. Cleveland, Detroit, Raleigh, Philly, Baltimore, these are all like 90-minute, 2-hour travel. A flight to
100%.
Detroit's an hour 40, something like that.
Yeah, maybe less.
Probably less. So
Yes, I'm with you. Like I'm flying to Boise. I had to leave a day early. That's why this got all fucked up. But I got to go to Dallas and then Boise. Dallas is 4.5.
it's brutal.
It's crazy. I might as well go to Phoenix and kick back and fucking AZ chick.
Texas is far. And anyways, what the fuck was I talking about?
We're all over the road with flights.
Austin. I went down. So I was.
Oh, there was something there, but you might have to kick the sound up.
Anyone listening on audio is going to think the whole thing. Like you have 40,000 people in trucks right now are going, what the fuck just
Yeah,
happened? They're
that's right.
slapping the side of it.
Well, I love my truck. All right.
You ever have this? I have a pain in here. What is that?
I've
How
had
did I hurt
that.
that?
It's stress.
I hurt this part of my thumb.
Yeah, I've had that.
I don't get it. I did carry all the luggage and all the stuff.
There you go.
By the way, traveling with a baby, great big nightmare. I don't know if anyone's ever talked about this before.
Can't imagine.
It's like we had a pack and pull, a pull a truck, a fucking two suitcases. I had both shoes on the same foot. I got a hat on backwards.
Everything's a thing. Like car to the hotel is a trek. Hotel to the room, front desk to the room is a trek. It's all extra shit.
I mean, and the crying and the shitting and my father's gay. I'm never flying again.
How was the flight part?
A nightmare.
Really?
Yeah.
Crying? First class?
Crying, shitting. Well, I got stories.
All right.
I don't know how to start. Anyway, the point is, I woke up at 4 a.m. We
Yeah.
weren't supposed to record today. Thanks for coming to my house. We got Lex on the
Hey,
ones
anytime.
and twos because you fucked Chuck over hard. He's pissed. He texted me privately. He's
Really?
like, Mark hates me. What's going on here?
It was a snafu. It's Boise.
Situation normal, all fucked up.
Girlsy.
But so I'm gonna be a little wacky. Just forewarned. I'm on 80 minutes sleep and just flew across the fucking country with a baby crying. Haven't slept.
Vent. I'm an open, or I'm a sounding board. I'm a pin cushion.
You
Hit
are
me,
sounding
baby.
bored. Let me crank it up. So I'm going to Austin. I'm doing Mothership. You booked the Mothership, and I booked February 8th through 10. You know, your agent sends you a little deal memo. For those at home don't know, it says offer Austin.
Oh.
February 8th through 10, and it says, like, here's the breakdown, here's the money, here's who you can open, here's the hotel. It's very exciting to get those emails.
Adam Eget.
I still get an email, and I go, whoa, offer.
Yeah.
And then you go, hey.
Good money?
Ridiculous money.
Wow.
I mean, well, Rogan is a good man. And
Very generous.
Outrageously generous, and this is my one beef with that club. And I told a couple people that work there they should do a fan pre-sale code because that club sells out so fast because of the club. I think sometimes the fans get shut out
This is good.
because people go, I want to go. My boy Joe List's in town,
Right.
sold out. So
Gays.
whatever. So I think a lot of fans were like, hey, we wanted to see it, but it's sold out. But that's the way it goes. Buy tickets early, you fuckface.
Yeah.
So anyways, the offer says February 8th through 10. And I go, great. So you know me. I'm a visual. I just keep things right in the old head. 8
Sure.
through 10. I write it down. 8 through 10. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Beautiful. Now, about 6 to 8 days later, my agent texts and goes, hey, actually, we fucked up. No Thursday show. It's Ron White and Friends. You want to do Sunday? And at the time, I said, well, I don't really do Sunday shows. I'd rather go home. And it's Super Bowl Sunday also.
Oh.
So let's just do Friday, Saturday.
Hoochie mama.
He says, no problem. But for some reason, I got baby brain. My wires are crossed. I never corrected the Thursday.
Oh, that happens.
So I think I got a Thursday show. So then,
It's locked in. The cement is dry.
absolutely. So months ago, Thanksgiving, I'm driving up to home with Sarah and the baby and Feehan.
Sure.
And she goes, yeah, I love Mothership. Someday I got to get back there. I had such a good time. I said, well, hey, I'm there in February. Why don't you come down with me? We'll all get a house. We'll hang out with the baby, the big four.
Hell yeah.
And we'll have the time of our lives. Isn't it fun when you make things happen? You dream it and you do it.
The best feeling.
So I got Feehan coming down. She's a blast. Sarah and I fly down Wednesday because she's got family. So I'm like, we'll go down Wednesday. And anytime you're doing gigs and someone's in town that you know, you got to go a day early because you don't want to hang out the day of the show.
Yes.
Don't you feel?
Yes, you got to get your head right.
Exactly. So we go down Wednesday. We see her family. We rent a nice, beautiful Airbnb in the Barton Springs area.
You take the hotel dough, put it into a BB.
Exactly, because I don't want to stay on 6th Street, and we have the baby, because if the baby cries, you don't want the hotel people hating you. Very considerate guy.
Boy, a baby is really a problem.
It throws a big wrench in the asshole.
Yeah, no abortion in Texas.
So we rent out the house, and they give you a buyout for that hotel. It's a nice hotel.
Sure.
I recommend it.
Is it the Thompson?
Yes.
Yeah, very sexy.
Put that info out there so they know, everyone knows where everyone's staying each night.
Hunter S. Thompson.
But yeah, it's in East Austin, Hunter S. Thompson Hotel. But anyway, so I get the Airbnb. It's a beauty, big hill overlooking the thing. And then Thursday, Feehan's like, I'm on the plane. I'll be down there in 2 hours. I say, hey, I can't wait. I'm smoking a cigar in the baby's face. And I go, what time's the show tonight? So I go to the website.
Oh, you're still baby batter.
It says Ron White and Friends. And I'm like, I scan down next show, Brian Holtzman and Friends. And I say, I'm not friends with either one of those guys. I go, what the fuck? So I call my agent in a huff, and I'm on 90 minutes sleep. The baby's shitting in my mouth, and I go, hey, they fucked us.
Yeah.
No Thursday show. And my agent's like, well, no, I have never. He goes, I'm going to get that Egan on the phone, that son of a bitch.
He didn't remember either?
Not right away. So,
okay.
And by the way, it's like 7 a.m. because I'm on East Coast time, and the baby pissed in my head. So
this whole operation's off the rails.
So I email my manager and agent, and they're like, well, we'll give him a what's for.
Yes.
Fucking canceling on you. They can't do that to you.
Read them the riot act.
So then I get the dreaded screenshot.
No, I hate the screenshot.
The screenshot's like, hey, no Thursday show. And I'm like, no problem. It's just in my own words. I'm like, absolutely. Don't worry about it. No biggie.
The worst is when you do that with a wife or a girlfriend. You're like, you cunt, I know. I'll see you there.
Yeah, it's rough. So anyway, so there's no Thursday show, but now I'm relieved. Great, I don't have a Thursday show, but now I got Feehan on a plane coming down to open for me.
Well, she's got family there. Oh, that's Sarah.
Yeah, that's Sarah.
I was going to say Feehan has no family. She's an orphan.
No, and I confused them myself. So
orphan.
she gets down, but she's like, I already got spots from Eget at the club. So we hit up Egan. I go, hey, I'm an asshole. I came down a day early. Can I get a spot? We both get spots. So we go over together. I sat in the back of the room. I watched a full 2-hour show.
Wow. Who are you? Zinneman?
I was like a boy. It was great. I took notes. I stole some jokes and some premises. And but it was quite a show. And then I hung out and did Holtzman's show. And then I get this one where he's like, we've rearranged the order. We're going to have you go last. And I'm like, I got to go to bed in the next 10 minutes. I got a child. And
so now you're getting out. You're in addition. Who's asking for favors?
But they said, no favor. They said, we have a 10:15. I said, I'll take a 10:15, but that's no muss.
No fuss.
And then they were like, we switched it to 11:15. And I was like, no, that's not.
Oh, okay.
That's no good. And then they were like, no problem. Don't worry. But you know that thing sometimes where you're like, whoa, I'll fucking fight everyone in here. And they're like this. Oh, yeah, no problem.
Right.
So anyways, I don't want to hog too much. I can already hear people saying, hey, you talk too much, you piece of shit. So yeah, that was Thursday. Then we did the weekend. What a weekend. Unbelievable. Every show sold out, sold out of merch in 3 shows.
Wow.
4th show, I had nothing left.
You could sell merch there?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that was an option.
Absolutely. And they give you a lady that sells the merch for you. Tipped her out. She couldn't have been nicer. And they just really take care of you. And the first show Friday, I got to say, maybe the best show I've ever done in my whole life.
Wow. Come on.
I mean, it was unbelievable. CJ Landry MC'd. He's so fucking funny. Feehan killed. And then Saturday, Sarah came to guest spots. We got a babysitter. And so it was a hell of a green room. Landry, Feehan, Tollemache, me. Hinchcliffe came. He was doing spots, and I think he hates me, but
oh no,
that was just a great fucking weekend. And then I did I don't know when this comes out, another podcast, which was exciting, and fun. And then Super Bowl Sunday was great.
Did you watch that there?
Watch Super Bowl Sunday at the Airbnb. This is brutal.
Alone with a lady?
No. I had her family came over, and Paul Odo came over. Her manager was over. But I was the only one that cared about sport. And this is what killed me. You're in the Airbnb, and I don't trust. I have cable. I don't stream sports.
Okay.
I don't like. You get the pinwheel. You're behind 40 seconds.
Yeah, they get that grainy, pixely bullshit.
It's awful, and no one else in the house cares about sports, which is the worst way to watch sports.
Now you're banging the TV. Some lady's trying to talk to you about Putin. You're going, hey, I got the Chiefs here, you kook.
Exactly. And by the way, did you see my prediction? It was pretty dead on.
That was pretty damn good.
Pretty unbelievable. Soda was very upset. He's like, you were rooting for the Chiefs. I knew it, you piece of shit.
Well, let's see. You're going with the facts here. It's not opinion.
That's what I said. I said, I'm not rooting for anybody. I just know my shit.
Yeah, I'm not rooting for Israel, but I think they got a shot.
They got a good shot. Heavy favorites.
A lot of bombs they're throwing.
And that one. But Annie farts. The fucking classic, as expected, 4th quarter, tie game, 4 minutes left.
Overtime.
It just buzzes out.
Oh!
Time's out, so I got to go to the phone. Now I'm streaming it on my phone, and I'm like holding it cockeyed like so everyone else can see it, but nobody gives a shit.
Nobody cares.
I just watched the end of my phone, and then I still had the TV on, which is now like a 40-second delay. And then these people are reacting to this, and I realized, so I'm like, I think it's gonna be a touchdown pass right here. They're just blown away. They think
I feel like Biff with the almanac.
Exactly. So that was fun. I don't know if any of this makes sense. I'm on no sleep. You got to start talking. We're never gonna listen again.
Let me just say that I'm not a huge sports guy either, but that game was gripping. I thought the first half was kind of boring. Hey, San Francisco's cooking. They're gonna dominate this game. It was like 16-0 or something. And I got Tim Dillon there. I got Luis Gomez. I got Adrian Iapolucci. I'm at Sal Vulcano's place.
Oh, I went there one year.
I took the Beamer out there. I picked up Vecchione. We drove out together. We're on the Verrazano cruising in the 1973 Beamer, 50-year-old car. And we're chatting it up. We pull up to Sal's house. Beautiful Staten Island apartment. Big. You've been there.
I was there for a Chiefs-Niners Super Bowl, ironically.
Last year.
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Same
wow,
thing.
Really?
I think so. Maybe
That's
5.
crazy.
Yeah, 19.
He's got the whole Wop Dago Guinea spread with the sandwiches and the dips and the pizzas and the cheesecake and the olives and the fruit and the meats.
Black olives matter.
Yes, slice it paper thin. So it to dissolves in the garlic.
Dissolves, yeah.
Yes.
Don't put too many onions in there.
Yeah.
3 onions.
You got the lobster. So just a great time. And DeRosa's there. DeRosa, I walk in. He goes, "You want a shot?" I go, "Gee, how about a hello?" You know, he's an alcoholic.
Absolutely.
And
DeRosa.
the game's a little slow, and we're kind of chatting it up. What's the topic of the day? And then that overtime, baby. I mean, everybody are up on their feet. Pregnant women screaming, black people. It was wild.
Shit.
A lot of jokes were had, and got too drunk, drove the Beamer back, got caught in traffic. But fun game.
What a game. What a time to be alive. And, Sarah's, we had dinner with her mother and brother, and her mother, like, hates football. They all hate football. They think it's stupid, but they like soccer. I can't understand these people that hate football and like soccer. I love soccer, but they're like, nothing ever happened. I'm like, soccer ends in 0-0 tie. What are we talking about?
Well, you like the World Cup.
I do. I love soccer.
Yeah.
I love all sports. I don't really understand the people that are like, I love fucking basketball and I hate hockey. I'm like, it's essentially the same.
I
It's
see.
men competing, or women, or both, whatever. It's a thing.
Leah Thomas. But yeah, it's a ball going in a hoop, a puck, a net, a goal, a ball, a line.
It's sport. Give me men, preferably, or the fucking stupid women that can't dunk. Give me people,
And Mexicans.
competing with rules.
Yes.
I'm in.
Yeah, well, what about bowling?
That's not the top of my list, but I'm not like,
Okay.
I hate bowling.
Right.
Fuck bowling. I mean,
it.
I like to bowl, and I mean, fucking, who do you think you are? I am is the greatest sentence ever spoken in the history of sport.
Who said that?
You don't know that one?
No, hit me with
What's
it,
the
fatty.
guy's name? I forget the guy's name. He's like this great bowler.
Ernie
you got
McCracken.
I'm sure you've seen it.
Okay.
That's the only bowler I can name also. But that and the dude.
He pulled a Munson.
Walter and Donnie. But, you never seen it? He's like this crazy, jacked up, I forget his fucking name. I've watched it 300 times. But he bowls, and he's got the big thing. He's going for his 12th win in a row, and he bowls a strike, and he goes, "Who do you think you are? I am." It doesn't even make sense.
That's such a great line.
Who do you think you are? I am.
That sounds like a kid.
Pete Weber, yes.
Pete Weber.
I knew it was a Webby
Pete,
Weber.
the gay of the week.
Pete the Killer.
Pete Weber. I love it. Well, I made a ton of money on that halftime show because I don't know sports well enough to put some real simoleons on it.
Oh, you got to text me up.
Oh, yeah.
Many people
Texted
made
Biff.
money from that tweet, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they should cut back or kick back a few.
I don't think they're going to.
All right. Well, I was like, I bet Usher takes his shirt off. Everybody was like, nah, I don't think so. And he came out. He was wearing like a Klan hood. He was like, oh, he's not taking anything off. He's all covered up. That shirt came off in 4 seconds. Made a ton of cash there. And I had some other bet too. But, I bet that they wouldn't do 5 minutes of Taylor Swift shots. All encompassing, it wouldn't be 5 minutes even.
I don't get the Taylor Swift upset. I don't get it. They cut to her. It reminds me of Big Lebowski. We're like, he's not taking your turn. We're not renting his shoes.
Yes,
it's like they don't cut away from the play and show her.
I know, exactly.
Who gives a shit?
The ball's out in midair, and they show her like...
Yeah, exactly. She's a chick. She's happy. She's jumping up and down. She's smiling. Who cares? I tweeted this, too, to much chagrin. Like, Rob Gronkowski, way more annoying. He's everywhere. He's selling credit cards and horses and whatever bullshit, Pepsi, beer. Everywhere I look, this fucking asshole.
I know. Well, what's going on with that? Me and Tim Dillon were talking about every commercial. It's like Jimmy Fallon, Tom Brady, or, what's that fucking guy's name? Bradley Cooper, Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's selling granola. Bradley Cooper's selling Dr. Scholl's.
I didn't see any of those guys.
Those used to go to like a working actor who like, I got Captain Morgan. I
Right.
can feed my family.
Yeah, I
There
think
you go.
that integrity, I think, is out because people before used to not do commercials.
Anthony Hopkins was in like 8 commercials. I'm like, you're a sir. You're knighted. And now you're working for United?
But here's the thing. I will say this. Because I used to be, I had the Bill Hicksian fucking fuck you.
Yeah.
And I still try to have some integrity. But you get later in life, you understand, like, shit's expensive. You got a big nut. And then they go, hey, Anthony, we'll give you $2.5 million to show up at this studio for 11 minutes.
Sure.
And he goes, you know what? Maybe I'll make all my cousins and nieces and nephews fucking generational wealth. So I get it. He's 89 years old. And I always feel this way about when I get an acting gig, which is not that often. It's fun to be on set. Maybe he's just an old asshole who's like, I'll go down there. That'll be fun. And he's like, hiya,
That's
Bob.
probably a lot
Hey,
of it.
Stu, buy this barbecue sauce. Fuck me in the ass.
And they
Here's
all blow you.
$800,000.
They're like, "Hey, Mr. Anthony Hopkins, right here is your trailer. Right here, you're this way, sir. Who do you think you are? I am. And then Anthony Hopkins is all over the place. But don't sit there and go, hey, it's all about the little guy. We got to help the folks downtown. Hey, ho, I want to thank the little people. Let me take that job away from the fat guy who was going to get the Dunkin' Donuts thing. But go ahead and just give it to Matthew Perry.
But here's the thing also, those companies are like, Tom, Dick, and Harry ain't selling the sauce.
Yeah,
we got to
that's
get
true.
fucking Matt Damon over here. And if Matt Damon said no, they'd go to John Krasinski. And if John Krasinski said no, they'd go to fucking Taylor Swift. And if Taylor Swift said no, they'd go to fucking
Clooney
or Shane Gillis or whoever.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Where was his commercial, by the way? I was waiting for the big, fat Bud Light retard commercial and nothing.
all night I was saying, I kept telling friends. I did
Yes.
see Shane on the broadcast at one
I
moment.
saw him too.
Yeah,
I
he was
saw
like
him
in the
too.
corner there.
I think
But-
Soder was in there as well.
Really?
Shane brought him.
No, he was there with Che. He had a ticket with Che. He was sitting with Che.
Oh, I heard
But
Soder.
they shared a room.
That was it. Okay.
Because Soder sent me a photo of him and Che, and I was like, you met Ray Charles? Because Che had the glasses on. I was pretty happy with it.
Those photos, it was like that Bert or Tom Segura was like Shane, Bobby Lee, Jimmy Kimmel, Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, Michael Che, Dan Soder, Guy Fieri. I'm like, this looks like the funnest party ever. I wish I was there.
You were there the year before, though.
I
weren't you?
know, but it was not as fun.
But we had a big, oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought. There it goes.
choo-choo.
Well, I texted Shane. I forget that everyone's huge now. I texted Shane. I'm like, I'm going to be in Austin for the Super Bowl. What are we doing? He's like, I'm going. I'm sitting on the 50-yard line, and I'm kicking a field goal. And
Fucking Taylor.
yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, shit, sorry. But what was I going to say about the Super Bowl? Oh, I had a big riff at Mothership the first night. You ever have a riff that goes so good that you're like, I'm going to do this every show?
Yep.
But then that place is crawling with comics, so you're like, I feel disingenuous doing the same riff every show, so then I
boy.
bailed, and the biggest laugh I got all week.
You bail for them?
Yeah.
No, you got to do it.
Well, I want the comics to like me. But
Can I hear the riff?
the riff, yeah, of course. I said, boy, I came out and everyone was excited. Woo! And I went, this is exciting. Mothership, every post. You don't know who's going to come. Well, you do tonight. It's me. Everyone else is at the Super Bowl, and it got a big laugh. Good to be there. I'll
that's
post a
good.
clip, but I was
That's
like,
good.
Segura at Super Bowl, Shane and Tat Super Bowl,
Right.
and it
Bert?
really killed.
That's
Bert Super
great.
Bowl, and I was like, Rogan, he's at the Super Bowl. I don't think he was, but
No.
I don't think he cares about
I don't
sports.
think he's dipping into a Super Bowl of freezing cold water.
I don't think he likes team sports.
No, I'm the same way. I like tennis. I like UFC. I like boxing.
I like those too.
Badminton.
Just had the worst discovery. AirPods not in the case.
Oh.
Gonna be deader than my fucking sister's asshole.
You know what? My AirPod is getting a little, it's on the fritz. It's being a real coos in my left ear, and it's going like wow, wow, wow. So I go, you know what? I don't make big purchases. I'm going down there. Went to the Apple store. I walked in.
What store did you go to? The Raycon store?
Raycon!
That's the old Raycon store.
You know, the Raycon store in Soho. Big store where they greet you with an iPad, a Raycon pad, and they go, how can we help you today, Raycon employee, customer, patron? And I go, oh, hey, my Raycon pod is out. And they go, okay, just sit over here. I sat there for like 3 minutes, and I go, what am I doing? I can't spend $250, and I left.
Nice. Then you go to the real
Then-
Raycon store.
Then a week later, I was fighting with myself. I got the wah, wah, wah. I'm on a flight, just wah, wah, wah. It's like I'm on Whippets. And I go, fuck it, I'm going down there. I can afford a fucking $250 Raycon pod thing. And I go in there and I go, give me the pod Raycon.
Premium.
Yes. And the guy goes, here you go, $250. I go, that's it. I hope you choke on it, you cum guzzling Nazi. I get out of there. I plug it in. The new charger.
Ah, the charger.
Now they don't fit any of the other chargers in my house. I hate Raycon.
But this is the thing.
Apple.
This is the thing about succeeding, and I think you should be unapologetic about it. Get a couple.
A couple?
Buy 2.
That would be 500 clams plus tax.
500 clams is 500 clams to you. You got the money. That's what I was just with Feehan in
she
Austin.
spends like Margot Robbie.
Oh, she's wild. But we went to Allen's Boots, legendary. You go to Austin. You know Allen's.
Yeah, the therapist.
We go down there, and it's funny because you're combining friends. So Feehan makes $7 billion a year.
On Only Feet.
And then I'm hanging out with my buddy Chris Walsh, who's a very blue-collar guy. And it's awkward because Feehan's looking at these boots, and I'm like, how much are they? And she's like, $400. I'm like, just get them. Who cares? But then he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, I'm scaling to the person I'm talking to.
Right.
I mean, if Chris Walsh picks up a pair of $400 shoes, I'm going to shoot him and punt the shoes into the street.
Yeah, you're going to hand him an application.
My mother has never worn shoes that cost more than $30.
Say, my mom wears Crocs. I'm not even kidding. She wears orange Crocs.
I think those can be quite expensive.
No, really?
There's a pair that's like $400 or something that looks like Crocs. It's like a sneaker that's see-through. It looks like a Croc.
Well, that ain't no Croc.
Like
That's a Croc of shit. That's not a real Croc.
What's the thing that looks like Croc expensive? Something.
It's got to be an alligator.
Maybe it's zigzag. But anyways, with having some sense of Feehan's income,
Right.
I'm like, they're $400. Wear them tonight and throw them in the fucking those things.
Oh, that's a Kanye thing. Yeezys.
Yeezy.
Yeah, my mom ain't wearing Yeezy.
Yeezy doesn't.
Although she hates Jews.
But yeah, I think you can buy when you make everything becomes scale.
Of course.
So AirPod. Buy yourself some AirPods.
Yeah, all right.
Enjoy our Raycons, which are better and the best premium. Boy,
Yes.
I hope they're not sponsoring us this week.
I know.
That's-
Good product.
That's
that
going to be a
Raycon.
pickle for Fanny. Sorry, Fan. We love you. But anyways, I hate these people that do the commercials. It's really obnoxious.
I'm not saying don't do it. It's just funny that when I was a kid, every commercial was like, that's a funny looking guy. Or, that's a fat lady. Where's the beef?
Yes.
And now it's Anthony Hopkins. I mean, who's next? I mean, Anthony Hopkins is like the top tier Broadway, British, Oscar winner, top level actor, and he's in a fucking DraftKings ad.
Yeah, it's like that thing. Once the aura is off, that's just the thing now.
Totally. It's like OnlyFans. If you heard in high school some girl was showing her clam for $15, you'd go, where do I sign? But what the hell is she thinking?
Right.
Now it's like, oh, you're an OnlyFans model? Come on into the red carpet, whore.
Well, that's like, not to talk about, we were here last time, I talked about Trump, which the most ironically triggered people of all time, by the way.
Yeah, snowflake reversed.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Nobody is more triggered than a Trump person. I just made two slight comments, and people just went crazy.
What do you mean? Oh, online?
On here with you.
Oh.
I just talked about how he's not the antidote to political correctness.
Right.
And that he signed off on the vaccine. And people were like, fuck you fucking moron. They don't bring up the 2 points I made. They just think I'm a piece of shit.
Well, they're good. Well, one is just a fact.
Of course.
The vaccine thing is just true. And then the other one is an opinion, but I think you're right. And you're kind of proving the point.
Well, the other one's a fact, too, that political correctness did not get better while he was president.
No, it was the worst it's ever been.
Yes, it got worse.
Yeah.
But it got better after. But anyways, but people were all upset with me. You fucking piece of shit. And I'm like, I'm just saying the thing. Anyways, the irony, though, they're so triggered.
I know.
They run to the keyboard. You motherfucker.
Yes,
you just lost a customer. I'm like, you're a Kerryn. How can you not see that? How can you not see that?
It's right there.
Anyways, but similarly with him, is that before, and I think we've talked about it, Mike Dukakis got canceled, fucking no vote for him because he had a helmet. He had a big helmet on. He looked silly. And they were like, he's never going to win an election because he had a helmet on.
Oh.
And then Howard Dean was like, yeah! And they're like, he's out. What a piece of shit. But now with Trump being like, my dick, your dick, fuck you, blah, making fun of retards, that opens the door. Now, any Tom, Dick, and Harry running for president can be like, shut up, you fucking homo.
I see.
Don't you see?
I think it's the copycat method. You get one school shooter. Now we got a school shooter every 10 minutes. Same with Cat Williams. Cat Williams goes on a pod, starts talking all kinds of shit. Monique went on the next day. She did the same thing because she's like, it worked for him.
It just becomes acceptable.
It becomes a thing.
So it's acceptable for big celebrities to do commercials, and I think it'll be acceptable for celebrity. I mean, it's funny. That's ironic confusion. Celebrity / political people.
Yes.
Like Beto O'Rourke started saying fuck.
Oh,
he was
really?
like, "I'll fuck you up," because it makes him look tough or something. I know that guy's never won an election ever, I don't think.
No, I think he has a longboard.
Yeah. Ugh, off-putting.
Not a good look for a politician. We're going to get that bill passed.
Woo, he
Might as well-
stinks.
I think I saw Cheney on a Razor scooter.
Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you, of course. You know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to say before I even say it. Sheath motherfucking underwear.
Woo, number one.
Robert Patton created this stuff. I don't even need to read this motherfucker. I love Sheath. I know Sheath. This man is so loyal. You've been here so long. You're so loyal. We love Robert Patton. We see him every year at Skankfest. He's the best. I got nothing but Sheath underwear. It's all that's in my fucking drawers. No pun
Yeah.
intended. I guess the pun was intended. I realized it was going to be a
Intend.
pun. Intended pun. Get yourself some Sheath underwear. It is the underwear of all the comedians. Every comedian you love is wearing Sheath underwear right now. I guarantee it. And don't just do it because comedians are wearing it. It's comfortable. I'm telling you, it's the best underwear. It's soft. It's silky. It fits right. It keeps your dick and balls separate. Your chick will love it. Camouflage. Every kind of color. I'm getting emotional. I just love it. It's the best. You'll finally get to experience a day without having to peel your sweaty dick off your fucking leg. It's a whole new way to
Hear,
live.
hear.
Right now, go to sheathunderwear.com and use the code TUESGAYS to get 20% off your first order. Plus, Sheath Underwear's 100% money back guaranteed. That's sheathunderwear.com, promo code TUESGAYS. Use that code. Get Sheath Underwear today. Please support the show. Support your balls. Do it now. Go do it.
There you go. Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Liquid IV. Oh, yeah. So you got a little crazy over the weekend. Quench your thirst, get hydrated, and re-energize for Monday with Liquid IV. One stick mixed with 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. Choose between regular, sugar-free, and they're both available in a bunch of good flavors. I like the pina colada. You know me. I'm a boozer. I'm a drunk. I have a problem. I'm always dehydrated. My skin is flaky. My urine is chunky. Not anymore. Not with the old Liquid IV. This stuff will really get the juices flowing. Good for hydration. Good before a night out. Good after a night out. Good just in general. The body works better when it's hydrated, Jerry. With 8 vitamins and nutrients, your body will thank you. No gluten, dairy-free, and soy-free. Liquid IV is an easy way to stay hydrated. Weekends are going wild. So have a game plan for Monday with Liquid IV. Grab your Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier. Sugar-free in bulk nationwide at Costco. Or get 20% off your first order when you go to liquidiv.com and use code TUESDAYS at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Superior Hydration today using promo code TUESDAYS at liquidiv.com.
Hey, folks. I'm Joe List, and I approve this message. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Folks, I'm not lying. I just came directly from therapy. I left the therapist office, came right here. That's why I'm so damn chipper. It can be easy to ignore your social battery and drain your energy. BetterHelp's online therapy can help you find the right amount of socializing for you so you can keep that battery charged. Need a charged battery, folks. No question about it. It's really easy to get started with therapy. Just fill out a quick questionnaire on BetterHelp's website, and they'll match you with a licensed therapist. Even better. Everything is done online, so you can talk to your therapist whenever you feel comfortable. Therapy changed my life. You know my spiel. I went as a boy, as a kid. I went in my 20s. I went in my 30s and stayed forever. I love it. You can meet with a therapist over the phone, on a video call, or by message. Whatever best helps you get your feelings out, set goals, and plan for the future. Find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Tuesdays today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Tuesdays. Do it right now. And we're going back to the show.
Yeehaw. There you go.
Eddie Fart.
But,
So
yeah.
where have you been? I mean, I don't even know where you've been.
Well, ironically, I don't know if it's ironic.
Coincidentally.
Hey!
I confuse those.
Good job.
I do a lot of confusing of those, too.
Coincidentally, I was in Tejas as well Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Where? What town?
Flew right into San Antone, got upgraded to first class, which is a good
Hey.
feeling because the Texas flights are deceivingly long.
Absolutely.
Yes, and you had a fucking Screaming Fetus.
Absolutely.
Good band.
And the baby.
Yeah.
Screaming Fetus is a good band name.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
So we get down, I get upgraded. First of all, I go in the lounge and I completely gorge myself.
Sure.
I eat everything, all of it, every fudge brownie. I try all the soups. I eat the fruit. I eat the meat. I eat the cereal. I eat the rice. You name it. I turned into Cosby there. I eat the rice.
You don't eat the rice. I do a lot of raping.
And then what I do, this is the saddest part, I get a big bowl of ice cream, and now I'm eating ice cream while wheeling my bag all the way to the gate. Then I get on there, you fly first class, you get a meal.
Absolutely you do.
So then I eat the meal on the flight, and the pilot falls asleep. And so then I land in San Antonio. I go to the Tobin Center. Now I just got to give this a shout out. San Antonio, underrated, great comedy town. It's in there with Tampa, Salt Lake City, Phoenix.
I think San Antonio doesn't get visited that often. It's very skippable for a lot of comedians.
Yes. And that club there, the great staff, great people, but the club is about. I mean, that ceiling is on Jupiter.
Ah, the ceiling.
Yes, crazy ceiling. The glass ceiling. And
still intact.
Yeah. Come on, ladies. You got to break it. So I get to the Tobin Center, and this might be one of the best venue looking-wise I've ever seen.
And what is this? Is a theater? It's
a theater, yeah.
Okay.
It's a theater, and I got Youngblood opening. Now, Youngblood is crafty. He has a club there. He does the road. He opens for T.J. Miller, Rory Scovel, myself, some other people.
Wow.
So he's a thinker. He's a business owner. He's got 2 kids. He's divorced. He's overweight. And he goes...
But getting better, I think.
Yeah. He's thinner now. So he goes, how about this? You're flying into San Antonio. You're getting me a hotel. You're getting a hotel. Then we're sleeping at the hotel, waking up, then driving to Houston for a gig. Then we're going to get 2 hotel, or then you'll get a hotel. He lives in Houston. So he goes, why don't we just nix the hotel, go straight to the theater, shower at the theater, do the show. We'll drive to Houston throughout the night. We'll get to Houston at midnight, 12:30.
I hate the idea, but I like where he's thinking, I like where his head's at.
Not into too late for you?
Well, I just think you got the money. Spend the money. Get the hotel.
But you get to wake
Convenience.
up. You wake up in Houston. You got breakfast in the morning. You got the whole day.
I know, but you're still showering at a fucking theater now.
Well,
but I guess you can shower at a theater. That's not so bad. I want to jerk off. I want to put the remote in my ass.
That I do. I do like a little decompression in the hotel before the gig. But
I like a little ground me.
I like a ground, like a coffee bean. Ground me. So
Pound me.
pound me. So I like what you're thinking, but I showered at home, then flew out. So I landed. I was fresh, showered, ready to go, and I had it in my head. You're going right to the theater. So get that in your head, as you would say. So get to the theater.
That from Kramer.
Yeah. I took another thing from Kramer. But
I took most of this from Kramer, frankly.
Yeah. So I got the Jimmy legs. So get to San Antonio. Great crowd, great show. This guy goes, hey, you want photos? And I go, I got enough photos of me doing stand-up. He goes, I'll do it for free. I said, get your fat ass over here. He took the photos. Photos were killer. I never post me at a theater. You know, every fucking comic we know, you run through the clips, it's just like,
oh, you got to do it. You got to let people know.
Why?
Because people need to know your success. Success breeds success. This is the biggest problem in my life. I see people, they're like, how'd you sell this out, you piece of shit? And I'm like, I sell tickets.
Wow.
I make money. You got to tell people I'm doing well, because that's like the old thing that Louis said. The best thing you can have for your business is to say you can't come in. We're sold out. People see you at a theater with 9,000 people. They go, how the fuck? I got to get to this. That's how you get from theaters to arenas.
I never thought about that.
That's how they do it in the big leagues.
Oh, well.
So now, I'm taking photos with every fucking Tom, Dick, and asshole walking by going, bump into some fans. Meanwhile, they give me the finger and whatever.
Interesting. Okay. Well, this is good to know, because I hate posting those. I'm like, this is such a boring, it's just a picture of me like,
No, it's exciting. People want to see it.
All right. Well,
I don't want to see it, but the people want to see it.
Well, I posted it. It got 6 likes. Nobody cared, as assumed. And, you move on with your life. But we get out of there. I go get a box of High Noons. That's an alcoholic beverage. And I get a box of High Noons. We jump in the Tesla. You know what I'm going to say.
No, stop it.
You know what I'm going to say. We got a nice 2.5-hour haul to Houston. We got to charge it.
Come on.
We got to charge. Hey, we got a long ride. We got to charge it. Get the fuck out of here. We robbed a bank. We're out cold. We got our paycheck. We did a killer show. I got a box of High Noons. Charge the car. It's like in Swingers. Vegas. Yeah, Vegas, baby. It just kills the whole vibe.
This is appalling. I mean, Youngblood needs to quit comedy, go to rehab, take his own life. I mean, what is this with the electric? Sell this car, Andrew.
You can't get
Sell
anywhere.
the car. Buy a Ford Taurus.
Yes.
Or a Toyota Tacoma or
Yes.
whatever the fuck. Ford Seattle, whatever car.
My joke is, imagine if O.J. Simpson was in that fucking police chase and he was like, hold on, LAPD, I got to plug this Bronco in for 6 minutes before I go back on the highway.
Ironically, that was a low-speed chase. So a weird example because
it was a low speed.
They could have just clipped him off. It was the weirdest thing that ever happened.
Well, they could have clipped him. Yeah, why did they clip him?
I think because he was a celebrity. He had a gun to his head. He was pulling some shit. I don't know.
Ironically, it's probably the slowest he's ever run from something because he's a football player.
Very fast.
Yes, he was. I think he won the Heisman
Oh, absolutely.
and maybe MVP.
I got to imagine he ran for 2,000 yards in 14 games. He must have won the MVP, I would think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think he was the Hurts.
He was Hurts. That was big. Naked gun.
Hurts so good. Yeah,
Chopped a lady's head off. Got away with it.
and a waiter.
Absolutely.
Sure. Okay.
Goldman. Sachs.
So whatever. We charge for 10 minutes. I took a piss. I made fun of him. We get to Houston. I'm half in the bag. We go to his house. I sleep at his house.
The house? So no hotels?
Hotel the next day.
But
I slept at his house. We had a sleepover. He touched my leg, and then the next day, we got a nice meal in Houston. Houston's a wonderful town.
Absolutely.
And
A little
then-
steamy.
A little schemey. I like a scheme. And by the way, the most diverse city in America,
I've heard that.
over New York.
I've heard such things.
Although with the migrants they sent us, who the hell knows? The whole game has changed.
Oh, boy.
But I didn't say they were bad, except for when they beat up that cop.
No, they're horrible.
Well, just let them all out of jail. Who cares?
It's terrifying.
It really is. You don't care about your citizens. But we get to Houston, and Houston's one of those sold out at the last minute. Just a real banger. I love Houston. Then we went to Youngblood's Club, the secret group.
Love that place.
And we did a couple pop-in sets, and we had a few pops. Dave Smith was there doing a live You're Part of the Problem.
Right.
So we got to hang out. You never see Dave anywhere else except for Skankfest and Legion.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It was weird. It was worlds colliding. So we chatted up about everything. It was one of those things where there's like 20 people in a room, and me and him are just doing the whole convo.
Yeah. He's a fun guy to chat with.
Great guy. Smart as a whip, that guy.
Absolutely.
You know, he went at it with RFK, just yelling.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, someone needs to.
Well, it's tough to yell at an old man who can't talk.
Yeah.
He's like, well, let me just tell you. And Dave's like, actually. And he just steamrolled right over that throatless bastard.
Well, that's good. I miss Secret Girl. I got to get down there because Sarah's mother's down there. We got to bring the baby, the whole thing. I miss Youngblood, too, because we had the bachelor party and then the wedding.
Yeah.
So you spend 8 memorable nights. Isn't that a song?
Probably.
8
memorable nights.
No, isn't it the Sandler? Isn't
One
it
of
Jewish?
these nights.
8
Crazy.
crazy nights.
The Holocaust. No, what's that called?
Allah be thy name.
No.
Thy kingdom come.
Hanukkah.
There it is. But so anyways, we had all the fun, and then you just never see a guy again.
Oh, he's around.
Yeah, he's in Houston. I'm in New York.
You ever go to Houston?
All the time.
You've done the club.
Many times.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Love
All
it.
right.
I'll be back.
Well, if you ever need a guy on the road, I'm sure he'd love to open.
No, I got people.
Okay.
But he's open for 9 guys.
Apparently. It's a great burger joint. So, He's out there, but yeah, flew back. It was one of those stressful things. I'm flying back. You know, you're hung over on the plane, and you get that text. I got the fattest guy in the world next to me. What is that? I'm in row 8, which is the first one.
You sound like the most 80s comic. I got a fat guy. What's the deal with the fat guy? I mean, I don't get it. Just eat less.
Can I use that? That's pretty good. That's a funny word.
You ever hear of jogging, sir? Why am I stuck with this guy?
One foot in front of the other.
We look like the number 10.
The last thing this guy's jogged is a memory. All right. So
It's a good show. I don't know why people don't like it.
I don't know.
Or more people don't like it.
Seems like one of those guys doing a lot of You Ever Notice. Seems a lot of guys are doing that these days. So I'm in the row 8, which is like the one back from first class. I couldn't make it all the way. But row 8 is close to first class, but you're up against that wall. I hate that wall, and I'm only 5'10", so I can't imagine what old string bean bananas over here is doing.
Forget about it. It's horrible. And yeah, the row 1 is like that. First class, row 1 is like that. You get first class, I got upgraded. Next thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire, and my knees are cupping my ears because I got the thing.
You're right. You're like a porn star. Your fucking labia's straight up in the air.
It's stirrups.
Yes. Steer it up. So at least with a seat in front of you, you get like 10 more inches of foot.
Exactly. I can really, because my feet and legs bend. Like many
Most
do.
yeah.
And then I just jam them right underneath
don't.
there, and I can go all the way under.
Yeah.
But the first, what do they call it? Bulkhead.
Bulkhead. The worst kind of head. It's roadhead, great. Bedhead I'll even take, but bulkhead stinks.
I got a lot of sulkhead. That's just a sad lady blowing you on your birthday.
I don't even like head cheese. So, okay. I got the row 8, so I'm in the bulk. I got the wall, build that wall, and then you got the old man on the aisle. I never get a window, but it was all they had left. I got the window. I'll take a window over a middle, obviously, but aisle is the king. Old man on the aisle, feeble, gay, twitchy, the whole thing. And I got Biden on the aisle. So then the middle is open, and you're like, oh, baby, if we could have old man Charlie and then me at the window, everything's going to be gravy. I look on the seat legend. I don't know why it's called a legend.
Yeah, they throw legend around.
Yeah.
All these words they just throw around now.
Legends of the Fall. So I go, oh, baby, seat in the middle is open. This guy waddles his fat ass on, and I'm going, legend. He ain't sitting here. And, of course, he plops his big ass down there, and it's just bam, boom, wham, bam, here's my elbows. And that was a 4.5-hour flight of me.
Bam, here's my elbows.
I didn't even use the tray. I didn't even use the flap down tray. I just put the fucking food on this guy's elbow and ate it.
Oh, I hate that. And it's always an adventure. Well, now we just had a flight. How about this? We flew out to Austin, obviously.
Sure.
Austin, obviously. Oh, I'm really off today. I want to kill myself.
Oh, you're cooking.
Raycon, best AirPods in the land.
Raycon.
I realized I showed mine. Also.
Yeah.
We really fucked up.
Visual
Sorry,
aids.
Fanny. We'll figure it out.
There you
Anthony
go.
Hopkins. But we were flying down to Austin. Now, the baby's first 2 flights, we got upgraded, both flights, to Tacoma, first class. So he's only flown first class.
That's a huge flight, too.
So this time we got Delta Comfort Plus, whatever, and we're flying down there. And both those flights, he never shit his pants, and he slept the whole way. So we
Yeah.
kind of lucked out. Now this flight, we're flying, and it's a long-ass flight, still 4 hours. Now we have a guy, I'm aisle, she's middle, we're taking turns holding the baby. There's an old man on the window, and now you just feel terrible because any kind of crying, he's stuck there. We've all been there. You get the
Sure.
window seat, you're next to a fucking newborn baby, you're like, shit, this is a bummer.
Of course. Now you're on the other end of it.
So we're so paranoid. We're just feeding him 75 ounces of milk because that's every time he cries, you're like, I don't want anyone to be mad at me.
Right.
You just stick a milk in his ass. So then we got like 30 minutes left in the flight.
Okay.
She's like, I think he might have shit. And we pull the blanket off. I smell and just, woo, it's just a bag of dung.
Yes,
and it's
yes.
bled through, a blowout, they call it in the business.
Ah.
That's when it blows out the diaper.
Wow.
And it's like seeped through. So we're like, we have a fucking muddy blowout. Can't wait. Got to go change them.
Sure.
So I went, I think you're going to be interested in this.
Please.
So I go up. Now, the 2 bathrooms in the back, it's 2 small bathrooms where first class gets a bigger bathroom.
Oh, that's
Now,
right.
I'm in Comfort Plus, but I'm diamond. I fly a lot. So I go, let me go check it out. And I ask, because I'm a nervous Nelly. I go, hey, would it be all right? We got a baby. We got a blowout here. I'm in Comfort Plus, but I'm diamond, and I'm kind of, laying my charm on. I go, this is a much bigger bathroom. They go, of course, get out of here.
Oh, there you
Now,
go.
that's the flight attendant. That's not the actual first class people. They're looking at me going, what's this guy want? Where did he come from?
Yeah, well, I've seen people go in and out of first class as a first class attendant or whatever you call it.
And I don't care for it.
I don't care for it either, but you're not going to go, whoa, hey, you crazy coos, back it up.
No, but I might think it.
Sure.
But so I give Sarah the go-ahead. We got the go-ahead. I go in. I go in there first. I pull down the changing table.
There's a changing table?
All stuff you'd never think about until you have a child. It's crazy.
Over the toilet.
Yeah, it folds down over the toilet.
I've seen this.
I'm also now, we take a lot of pride in flying a lot. So I know every nook and cranny of every American airport except the elevators. I've never used an elevator in my life at an airport. Now I got to learn where the elevators are.
Wait, are you on the plane?
No, I'm just saying off the plane.
Oh,
that's a
when you
big
land.
plane.
Yeah.
I just did a side note
I see.
of now I'm in JFK going, well, where the fuck's the elevator?
Ah.
I never used an elevator, but now I need an elevator because I got a stroller and a baby.
Got it.
So anyways, I go in, I do a recon, I pull down the diaper thing, I get it all set up. I hold the door, I'm like, all right, you do the change, and I got it all set up. Now she's changing the diaper. I'm handing her whatever she needs. Here's a wipe, here's a thing.
Teamwork.
Two flight attendants, smoke shows.
Really?
Hot flight attendants, and they're swooning over me, Jerry.
Whoa.
Because they go, oh my God, it's so sweet to see someone that helps, that cares. I saw you walking up and down with the baby. You're helping change the diaper. I can see you really care. You should see what we see. Most men sit in first class. They have their wife back in coach with the baby. Been there. And they're doing all this, and they're literally looking me up and down. I was wearing this.
Sure.
But still, they're like, it's just awesome to see. And there's sparkles in their eyes. And I almost locked Sarah in from the outside and banged them two at a time like Fredo in Vegas.
Sure, you should have put that beverage cart right up against the door. Like, hey, you're stuck in there.
Well, it's like a Costanza. Like, now I finally have what I need to smash some hot puss.
Sure.
I'm a man, Jerry. I'm raising a baby. I'm changing diapers. I'm sweet to my wife. But if I fucked one of the hot flight attendants, I lose all that.
And it's a paradox.
It's a real paradox. And but I jerked off thinking about the flight attendants, of course.
Yeah, you got your wings.
So then she changed the diaper, and Sarah's like nervous because it's like, okay, I got to change him, and we're landing soon. And I kept doing, take your time, don't worry about it.
Right.
Which is a great thing at my MMA gym. Do we talk about this?
No.
I think you're gonna like this.
Please.
Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast.
Ooh, I like it.
That's pretty good.
That's good.
Because you think when you're going fast, you think you're going fast. Oh, God, let me just go. Oh.
Yes.
But what happens is you're fumbling. Oh, I fumbled that. Oh, geez, now I got to pick that up. But if you go, all right, let me just get this, get that, now you're not making the mistakes, and now you're actually quite quick.
Yes.
Because you're smooth.
Those Asians really are wise.
Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast.
I love it, Jerry.
So, anyways, I'm like, take your time. We're fine. We're okay. And then I'm up at the front of the plane now with the flight attendants trying to get them to fuck me.
Yes.
And she goes like,
oh no, terrorist.
That was well, that was the pilot. We got to have some heavy chop in about 5 minutes.
Ooh, bad chop.
So now I got to go back in the bathroom. I'm covered in lipstick, and I'm like, honey, actually, you do have to go fast. Sorry, I said take your time. Fuck slow as math, because we're gonna hit chop. And he, by the way, there's no belt. He's just laying on a piece of wood. I'm like, if we hit chop, he's going to be flopping like a fish out of jizz.
Right.
So I'm like, hurry up now.
Yes, smooth is slow.
So fast is smooth, and smooth is peanut butter. I don't know.
Get smooth. No one's going to get that.
Get peanut butter, get smooth. Call in if you got that reference. That's a
baby
gem.
doll.
But anyways, we got him, and then there's an old man in first class with a suit and an alligator on his tits, and he wants to use the bathroom.
Ooh.
Now, the blowout is so blown out, we just had to throw away the outfit. So we just throw
The
away
outfit.
the onesie. We just throw that in the trash.
Thank God you got 600 I Am My Father's Gays.
Exactly. I know. People are like, have you worn the My Father's Gay? And I'm like, I've worn 35 of them.
Yeah, one's covered in dog shit.
But so we throw the poo in the trash, and I turn. There's a first-class asshole waiting to use the bathroom.
A first class hole.
But now it's filled with baby shit, and the whole room stinks. I asked the flight attendant, I'm like, do you have any, like, spray? Thinking it's, like, spray.
The Febreze.
Yes, but she just had, like, Black Lady perfume. So I'm just spraying, like,
man.
so it smells like her in there. And the shit combo. It's like, it's human shit and whatever
Nicki
perfume
Minaj.
you wear. Yeah, like some kind of like high-end perfume and shit have infused.
Sure.
And you can see the guy's mad, and I'm like, we just destroyed the first-class bathroom while sitting not in first class.
Oh.
And Sarah's like, I think it's fine. It'll dissipate. And I'm like, it won't dissipate. We didn't flush it.
Oh.
It's in the trash. Like, you can't flush a onesie down the toilet.
Right.
So I'm like, it's just a onesie soaked with baby diarrhea in the trash.
Oh, now every person who goes to first class, some oil tycoon is going to be like, I tell you, that's why the poor people can't be coming up here.
Luckily, it was like we hit the chop. They were like, seatbelts on, sit down. So no, whoever cleaned the fucking thing had to deal with it, though.
Okay.
Maybe they found my AirPods. Callback.
Hey,
oh, shit.
Akons, you mean.
We're over an hour here.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, yeah, the great Super Bowl. I won a couple bucks. You got to do the mothership. The baby's okay. Chop. Yeah, call in. Come see us on the road. You're selling tickets. I'm posting photos of theaters. We're all cooking.
Got to do it. Yeah, come on out and check out Mindful Mental Jacket. I'm doing a bunch. I recorded one with Kerryn and Sarah down there that was really fun and funny, I think. And we got some big guests coming up. It's exciting. And a bunch of people have specials coming up. They're going to come and try
great.
Brian Simpson's looking to do your pod.
I love the simp.
Which is always fun. It's always adorable. He's like, what pod do you do? He's like, Tuesdays with Stories, or We Might Be Drunk, or do you do both? And I'm like, I don't do either. Just fuck me in the ass. I don't know. Call your agent.
Yeah.
George is saying cut it. But so he's hitting you guys up and Garbage and all them. And Fahim's is he doing your show?
Who?
Fahim? Anwar?
Yeah.
Okay.
You too?
Did the Simpson hit you up?
Not yet.
All right.
But
He's going to hit you up.
I like so. We're tight.
Saint Germain.
Yeah, he won't leave me alone.
Oh. He won't leave me alone. Bow, 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 bow.
Who's that? Screaming Fetus?
Guns N' Roses.
Ah, yes.
Guns as well as roses. Anyways, come see us. Punch Up Live. Sign up for the Punch Up
Yes,
Live. The Patreon is ripping.
Whoa, we just put the new Lex series out.
Ripping. 3 parts, harmony, all out from Grove 34. We got to do that again at some point.
Oh, yeah. Sets, hang, diner, basement, the whole kit and caboodle.
That was killer. 3 25, 30-minute videos, like a television program. And there's so much stuff on there. We do trivia. We're doing Q&A. We're doing just regular old bonuses, live shows. It's all on there. Please sign up so I can afford to live a life with a child.
Oh, yeah.
And check out Mindful Mental Jacket. Tell a friend. I don't know the dates. May 2nd, Los Angeles. Got some big pods coming up.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. New dates added. Go to marknormancomedy.com or Punch Up. It's all on my socials. And, queef it up. Praise Allah. We'll see you in hell. Thank you.